Jasper. Um, yeah, you do seem very tired in that video. It's pretty funny. Um, just walking around East London. It's quite cold. It's been getting colder recently. Like today was pretty much like a high of 1 or 2 degrees. But I'm pretty decently adjusted to it. It's not too bad. In response to the looking at art thing, that's cool that you had that experience with that black artwork. I think I want to try and do that more. I think too often I just surface, look at stuff, and that also I've realized that whole thing of like you said, like maybe sometimes we get too caught up in trying to quote unquote figure out whether we like something or not. Like we try to sort of define it in those sort of relatively binary terms, when we could just have just sort of experience it and not worry about trying to, it's almost like just not thinking so much in words, if possible, which is really difficult, obviously, but just trying to have an experience with it, and that will be, it will probably be positive or negative, but it'll be very nuanced within that, because you can obviously 2 artworks that you like will still make you feel very differently. I guess I feel like artworks always get me thinking though in words, so it's kind of hard, but it's good. It's a good challenge. I find funnily enough, paintings, I can do it the most easily with. I can just look at it for a long time, look at each bit, especially some bigger ones, where there's lots of different details to look at. There was an Eve Klein, one of those blue paintings, how he patented that kind of really dark blue. There was one of those at Tate Modern. But it was kind of annoying because there was glass in front of it, so it kind of defeated the point, because you couldn't look. Pretty sure. Wait, is it Eve Klein? I think it's Eve Klein. Correct me if I'm wrong. But because he said something about how he looked at the sky and just the vastness and the deepness of it, impenetrableness of it from a human perspective. That's sort of what he liked about, that's what he wanted to do in the painting. So then it's funny to put glass in front of it that has a reflection, because you can't even look at it. You can't even just have that kind of almost illusion, optical illusion-y, weird staring experience with the colour that he probably wanted you to have, because you can just see reflections of other things. That was kind of annoying. I also think not just the way you look at it in the first place, but I went back to that Gilbert and George exhibition that we were talking about. I saw it. It's the second time I've seen it, and I might even go again. I kind of like that as well. Seeing it and thinking, and because those are obviously very good to just sit and look at, because they're very big, and there is text on them. They've put ads on them and stuff, and there are a lot of details to look at. Just cop. But yeah, and I enjoyed going back, because I kind of noticed certain ones had stuck out in my memory from the first time I saw it, and then the second time I was I don't even remember looking at this one last time. And seeing the same ones again after having thought about them, it's still it's interesting and satisfying in a new way. So it's interesting. um, bought a bought a guitar because I'd been I don't know if I told you, but like when I got here, like because I kind of got really into playing guitar, um, like in the sort of month or so before I left. And so I wanted to just buy like a very very cheap one that I could play, and then just like sell again like when I leave. And I've been trying, like, I was like, oh yeah, like, Facebook Marketplace will have like a few cheap ones probably that I can just go pick up. And I like, got onto a few people, but like all of them were just really everyone just sucked. They were just really flaky and shitty, like taking ages to reply. I have one person who even said, yeah, I'll be home, all day, just come to this tube station. So I did, and I texted them and stuff, and they didn't reply. I messaged them, and I hung around in that area for like an hour, and then I left. And I got a reply from them in the morning saying like, here's my number, message me on WhatsApp. It's a shame I didn't see this text. And I didn't say anything, but I was like, what do you, like, we're talking on this medium right now, and you said you'd be home, so it's kind of weird. And then the next day, they were like, yep, come. I was like, I can come, like, I can be there in an hour. And they were like, yep, sure, come. And then 10 minutes later, like, as I'm getting ready to go, they were like, actually, sorry, I'm not selling it anymore. And I was like, what? I was like, why? And she was like, I'm just really attached, just really sentimentally attached to the guitar. And I was like, okay then. I don't know what I said. I was thinking like, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for the wasting of time. Anyway, so I decided like, fuck that. And then I was walking around Piccadilly Circus and I saw this guitar shop and I went in and the guys were like, hey, how's it going? And two of them said at different times, if you want to try any of the guitars, just grab one and feel free. I was like, oh, great. So I was just playing on one and one guy was like, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? I was like, yeah. And then he was like, let me know if I can help you with anything. And I said, yeah, I'm sort of just here for like 2 months. So I just want to buy something quite cheap and then, try to sell it before I leave. And he was like, well, we actually have a buyback program where like you can buy the guitar, you can buy it and then return it within 6 months in like the full, in the proper condition and everything, and we'll buy it back for half the price of what you paid for it. So I did that. So I bought a guitar for like, I think it's like £100, which is like $200. So I was obviously aiming a lot lower, like on Facebook and whatnot, but it's actually quite. I was playing it for a while. I was like, yeah, fuck it, this is good. And at the very least, I can sell it back. So it's like $200 Australian. I can definitely sell it back for 100, or I could even try to sell it on my own for more if I wanted to. But yeah, so I'm just loitering in East London. This is a very long vlog. I'm just loitering in East London. I'm going to a gig in well, it starts in like 2 hours, but I'll probably get there in like an hour and a half. But I've sort of got time to kill because I've eaten dinner and stuff. It's one of those situations. This has happened a few times where like I'll wake up kind of late and then go out in the afternoon, and then like by the time I've done some stuff, by the time I've done a few things, I could go home for like an hour, but it would, it'd take an hour to get home, spend an hour at home, take an hour to get back out to the gig that I'm going to. So oftentimes I've just ended up having time to kill, so I'll just like explore a new area, walk around. That's what I'm doing right now. And I saw on Google Maps that there's like a little park nearby where I am, so I'm just gonna walk to that and play a bit of this new guitar, the axe, if you will. The only problem is it's very cold and my hands are very cold even holding this phone, so what I need is some kind of mittens. I don't know how long I'll even be able to play the fucking guitar for because it's very cold. But anyway, yeah.